welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to share my completed pages for January and February. So I decided to go ahead and do January and February because I have something to share for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this is in no particular order, by the way. I'm just grabbing them to show you all. So this one here is a picture from Mystic Art Mares, and I colored this in February, obviously, because it's Valentine's Day themed. And this is from the, I want to say, the Candy and Cream coloring book. I have the PDF version. I finished this February 2nd, and I used my Prismacolors. As you can see, I also used a marker base, and this is copied onto Strathmore Tone Tan paper. And if you don't know what that is, it's this paper, but the bigger size. And yeah, like I said, I used a marker base. I used my Prismacolors for majority of the picture. And then I also used, as you can see, some stickles, some 3D glossy accents. I used some pearlescent. I think this is my Coliro pearlescent paint, watercolor paint on her hair, and I also used some of these little glittery heart kind of confetti glitters that I use in my nail art, but I decided to put them on the picture because I thought it would just be appropriate. And as you can see, it's washi tape, metallic washi tape for the border. My washi tape was at the end of the roll, so the part that I used to tape the top won't stick, and then I just got frustrated because it fell off and just threw it in the trash, even though I could have just taped it with clear tape, but I just didn't do that. But anyway, this is the end result of this picture. It's so sparkly and shiny and glossy and glittery, and I just love it to pieces. And I had fun, as y'all know, trying to figure out what all flavors and colors to make all the sweet treats on here. And I look forward to being able to color this again because, like I said, I have the PDF. So that was the end result of this picture. Next up, I have a picture done in Rhapsody in the Forest, and this book is by Kanoka Aguza, and she now has these published in English versions under different titles, and I don't remember what the title is to this book in English that has been changed to, and this was gifted to me by my bestie. So I finally broke this book in because I've had it for a couple of years now, and I decided to go ahead and color this picture. This is actually a buddy color between Frances and I, but I don't think she started hers yet. And I really have not been feeling very wintry because it just hasn't been very cold here where I live for the winter. We usually get snow. We got snow the other day, but it wasn't very much and it didn't stick. But it was just nice to look at while it fell, I guess. But I'm a snow lover. I'm a cold weather person, so I really like winter, and I just was not feeling wintry, but I really like this picture, and I went ahead and chose this one for our buddy color, and I love the way it came out. It took me quite a bit of thinking to figure out what colors I wanted to go with, but I actually took a browse on Pinterest, as I most often am doing anyway in life, and I came across a vintage Valentine's picture, and I really loved it, so I'll pop up a picture of that beside here, and that's basically where I got my color scheme from. I just copied a lot of how the color scheme was, and Kanoko commented on this picture, and I can die happy because she noticed me, and I got inspiration for the background from this picture that I found on Pinterest as well, and I'll pop that up there so you can see what I'm talking about, because that's basically what I did for the background. Of course, I used my Prismacolor. No, I might have used my Holbeins actually on this. I'm thinking I used my Holbeins, and this background is chalk pastel, and I just made a heart shape, and then I took my eraser and just erased out some lines, took my white Posca and my gel pen and just splattered to make snow and like skate marks all over in the background because I wanted to do a fun background that kind of reflected their atmosphere. And my fox guy does have a bit of glitter on his scarf, and you know, my men wear glitter because they're secure in their masculinity. I say that all the time. And so my lady fox here has some glitter for her head handkerchief thing because I couldn't figure out what colors to do, and I just was not about the pattern in this dress, so I made it a solid color. And I think their skates have some metallic on it as well. But overall, I had so much fun coloring this picture, and I'm happy to finally be able to break this book in, y'all, because I've had it for a couple of years and I felt so bad that I wasn't coloring in it. So we can move on to the next picture I have to share. I meant to say Coloraroo was hosting a color along on Instagram, and that's what I colored the fox picture for, because I forgot what the color along was called, but it was like color a couple or fairies or fairy tale princesses and princes or something like that, and that's what I did that picture for, and I included it for the color along that was going on Instagram as well. So next up I have a picture from, I forget what this is called, but I actually looked it up on Google Translate, and I think the title makes absolutely no sense. But I order all of my books such as this on AliExpress. Here is the ISBN for anyone interested if you want to pause it or screenshot that if you want to look for it. And I've done quite a few in this book, and I think this was my first Chinese coloring book, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but anywhoozles, I finished this picture, and I colored me a man, y'all. I rarely color men. I don't know why. You know, ain't nothing wrong with some nice eye candy. And I found him in here, and I enjoyed coloring this picture. I picked a simple one, and I finished this on February 11th, and I used my Holbeins, if you can see that at the bottom. And yes, I used alcohol marker base because these are technically one-sided, so I'm not fussed about the back side. And yeah, I definitely was going to come in here with the marker base, mostly because of this bird hello, and then his clothing was a lot to just straight up color with pencil, and putting a marker base down really helps. And I had a lot of fun coloring this one. I was not that enthused about having to color this eagle, and I looked up pictures of eagles so I could just try to get some of the coloring correct, because I've not ever colored an eagle. I haven't colored very many birds if I'm honest, and you know, I needed a little help. So he has a bit of metallic on part of this of his clothing, I don't know what to call it, and a little bit of metallic on his head piece thing. Looks like a bead or something, I don't know. But this was really fun to color, and I really enjoyed making my gold, so I always have a good time doing that. But he's just, you know, a chunky guy sitting here, and I'm happy to have this one done. It was a lot of fun to color. Next up, I have a picture in Black Women Coloring Book, and this is by Coco Wayo. And I could not make up my mind with what picture to color, so I had my mom come through and mark some, and then I was just going to see between the ones that I picked out in my mind and then the ones that she marked, which ones I wanted to color. And so I think she marked this one, or this might have been one that I just wanted to color. I can't even remember. And she always goes, why do you ask me to help you figure out a page to color if you don't go with my suggestion? And I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to see what's going to happen. So I ended up coloring this one. I love this picture. I think it came out so fabulous. Her denim looks awesome. This was the most fun to color other than her skin, obviously. And I think I used Prismacolor, of course, and I finished this February 18th. So most of these pictures were done in February. I think I only colored one in January. And yeah, she has some stickles on her lipstick, and I kind of got inspiration from Taylor Swift, because in that video, I Don't Want to Live or whatever was Zayn, she had that glittery red lipstick on, and so I just went with that for her lips and her nails, and like I said, that stickles. And I just had a color scheme to do yellow and red for her little crop top. I think it's so cute. I wish I had one like this, because I would so be wearing it, but I did use alcohol marker base for her hair, and then the background is all marker. I used the black marker, and it has some stars kind of drawn in the background that look way better than the ones I did. But because I used the black marker, I didn't think it through to come in with these neon pins that I have. I thought I was going to be able to just go right over them. No, it was such a struggle, and I gave up. So what you see is the end result of me getting just tired and struggling. And these stars look terrible, but you know what? That's okay, because she's the focal point, not the ugly background. So I think it's forgivable. But overall, had a lot of fun with this one, and I really like this book. So I've got 2 done in this book, a long way to go before I finish it, but I really do enjoy the pictures in this book. Here I have a picture done in the classic comic coloring book, and I chose to do this one. So I'm happy to have another page in this book done because I really do love this book. And I chose to color this couple because it was February. I finished this in February. This picture might be the one that I color for Color-a-Ruse, Color Along on Instagram. I can't remember. I know that both of these pictures with the couple can go for the hashtag, but I forget which one I submitted. But anyway, here we have this couple lovingly, passionately embracing each other, and I put hella stickles on here, so it's super glittery and super sparkly just because, you know, why not? And her dress was already heavily inked, and so I just went over with Posca to just make the sparkles pop out a little bit better. And yeah, I think I used Black Widows on here, and I have some metallic paint on some of the accents on the door. And I really didn't do much with their hair because it's so heavily inked, and I just pretty much left it. I think I kind of went through his hair with a little bit of gray though. And yeah, this was the end result of this picture. So I really enjoyed how it came out. His jacket and this door took the longest time because I used some alcohol marker base because I'm not too crazy about this ugly guy or the background, so I really didn't care, and it really helped me out there. But overall, really enjoyed coloring this picture, and we can move on to the last picture I believe that I have to show you. All right, so last but not least, as the saying goes, I have a picture in Jasmine Beckett Griffith's A Fantasy Art Adventure coloring book. This is her first coloring book, and I actually completed this picture here, which is called Darling Dragonling. I don't know Roman numerals that well, so I don't know what that is, but I finished this February 24th, which was a couple of days ago because today's the 28th, and I had a lot of fun coloring this picture. Mostly, I was just inspired because I really love House of the Dragon, and I wanted to make her look like Lena Valerian, and so that's why she has this color hair. And it's not Lena's color dragon because she has Vagar for a dragon, and I don't like Vagar's colors. It's just boring dragon colors. I wanted to go with purple like Spyro, so that's what I did. And I kind of made her wings and her dragon wings have a bit of monarch butterfly situation going on. And she has stickles in her hair and stickles on some of the flowers that's in her hair. So hopefully that's showing up good. I don't know, y'all. Can't really tell. Hopefully it's not too blurred out or out of focus because it's a tiny picture. And while I was coloring this one, I kept staring at this one. And this one is called Iris Enchantment. And I really would have liked to do purple irises, but I feel like that's probably too much purple on one page. I don't know, but we'll see when I get to it. But I'm really feeling this one. I might finish this one next for a mini picture because I really need to come back to this book more. And if you can see, my pages are discolored. They have turned colors. A lot of my books have done that, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, that's everything that I've colored for the past 2 months. I hope y'all have enjoyed my video. I didn't prattle on too long, and I hope everyone is staying safe out there and taking care. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Thank you for watching.